Welcome back, Redbird, and we are going to get into our Week 13 recap. We are going to look at where Prangle was right, and unfortunately where Prangle was wrong. I'm going to be as transparent as I can each and every week.
Where Prangle was right.
Darren Waller was a madman yesterday. He absolutely had a monstrous game with 13 catches for 200 yards, including 2 touchdowns for a whopping 45 fantasy points. If you had Darren Waller on your team, you probably won your game yesterday. Congratulations.
Where Prangle was wrong.
Oh boy, was I wrong about Alvin Kamara. He had a RB1 day, putting up 17.7 points, putting up 88 yards on 15 touches, including a touchdown. One thing I will say is that his production out of the backfield in terms of catches is still down with what we have come to expect from Alvin Kamara. This number is a direct correlation with Drew Brees still being on the bench with his fractured ribs. Once Drew Brees returns to the lineup, I would expect Alvin Kamara to jump up to the top of the charts and continue his dominance as an RB1 on the season.
Where Prangle was right.
This one is not as crazy. It was not hard to predict that the Minnesota Vikings would have a field day with these Jacksonville Jaguars. Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson absolutely shredded the defense for 17 catches, 196 yards for 2 touchdowns. Now, this game did get close. It actually went into overtime, but the Vikings did manage to kick a field goal and win the game. These 2 wide receivers are going to continue to be top 24 options every week until the end of the season.
Where Prangle was wrong.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. I don't even know if saying wrong is the right word to use here. I was absolutely terribly off on the Chargers going against the New England Patriots. I thought the Chargers would have a field day with these Patriots who were giving up the most completions of 20 plus yards. That was not the case. Justin Herbert struggled to get anything going. The special teams of the Chargers had a terrible day. The New England Patriots came into the Los Angeles Chargers Stadium and absolutely smacked them around, left and right.
Where Prangle was right.
Now, this was one of the more bold takes. This was the matchup where if Baker Mayfield was going to prove that he is worthy of the number 1 overall pick, this was the game to do it. Although the Tennessee Titans came into the game as 8-3, their defense has been very, very suspect over the past few weeks and really on the whole season. They are struggling to get to the quarterback and force pressure on them. So what that means for Baker Mayfield is he had all the time in the world to sit back, scan the field, and make his throws. A contributing factor to Baker Mayfield's success is the run game getting established, which opens up the playbook for Kevin Stefanski to throw play-action passes and allows those receivers to make double moves and get wide open down the field, as we saw. Baker Mayfield had an incredible stat line of 334 yards, throwing 4 touchdowns, and scoring your team 29.5 fantasy points. Now, is this something that we can expect from Baker moving forward every single week? I don't think so. I think Baker has yet to prove that he is a consistent starter in the NFL, and this game was just a glimpse of how good his potential is.
Where Prangle was wrong.
On the other side of the ball, Derrick Henry disappoints as Myles Garrett returns to the lineup for the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett returning had more of an effect in the run game than I initially thought. Myles Garrett helped in the run game. Another factor to Derrick Henry's lack of success was the fact that the Titans were so far behind so early in this game. As you know, whenever a team gets behind, they start to throw the ball to try to catch up. So Derrick Henry was only given 15 touches, which is the lowest amount of attempts that he has had on the year. As the year unfolds, I would expect Derrick Henry to continue to dominate the backfield and get upwards of 20 to 30 touches and run in touchdowns throughout the fantasy playoffs. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for our first subscribers to the channel. You are going to be the OGs on this channel. I hope you continue to comment, like, and subscribe. Let your friends know about the channel. Let's get as many people as we can in here and make this channel grow. Tune in later this week for week 14 picks and all of your start-sit decisions. This has been Redbird Prangle. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.